So I've just been scheduling some reels because it's been a little while since I have done a bulk upload. I thought Mondays is quite a good day to start on this. I need to maintain that momentum. I know social media is a terrible place of marketing when you're bad at marketing, which I am, but you know, people do grow. I just need to be consistent and consistent on the long term, not the short term. Welcome, my name is Steph. I am your chaotic crafter. I am trying to be less chaotic this week. I thought I would try my hand at filming a week in a life. It is 1:20 on Monday the 14th of October. I've been to Messy Play at the library this morning. A little bit of a disaster. My son, very tired. He's actually gone for a nap. I think he's actually awake now. I mean, he doesn't really nap anymore. He's 3.5, but he does occasionally fall asleep. He's in his room, he's quiet, he can stay there for now, because you know, when you see the kids out and they're screaming tantrum, he was that kid today. He was in the shop, we went for cake afterwards, and he was on the floor just having an absolute meltdown. So we're trying just have a nice calm afternoon. It's sunny out. Today I want to do some editing this evening and start cracking on with some YouTube. Just try and start getting ahead of myself so I don't get overwhelmed. And then, yeah, I think I am going to try and do some knitting on the bike tonight. I think that I really want to get this second sock finished. So I think if I just do an hour every evening now, I'm not going to be pushing it hard on the cycle bike. I'm just going to be like gentle. So you'll see in 2 seconds whether this is actually being achieved or not. But I have some fabric for project bags because I'm going to extend the size range of my project bag into like 4 or 5 different sizes, because I need to cast on these socks for 2 at a time. They're going to be the same sock toe up, but I really want a nice long cuff. I want them to be a nice thick pair of winter socks, so these need their own project bag. And I thought these colours go well together. And then the other one, I want to start a jumper for my son. I have so terrible actually getting any of this done, but this is the other project bag because I realised for adult jumpers I actually need a bit of a bigger project bag than the one I have right now. And this is the yarn. He chose it himself. It is this. So they are, I think, the next on the list to get made up into stuff. And I will do them in 2 different sizes, so then my project bag will have 4 different size options. Oh, there's a butterfly. I don't think anybody's still alive at this time of year. Sorry, I got wildly distracted. So yes, I think that is what the rest of my Monday is going to look like. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. My dog is crying. It's not the child, it's the dog. The dog wants to go for a walk, and it is actually rather nice. So I think we'll make the most of it. We'll go down to the woods and we'll see if we can avoid any further meltdowns from me, the child and the dog. Okay. So yes, ideas I have coming for Christmas. I want to, this one feels a bit funny. I want to, sorry, I have sensory issues. I want to make, I've seen online these big felt Christmas trees, which is like a 2D, a flat felt thing, and I have tons of felt, right? So I want to make a Christmas tree, like a 3-foot Christmas tree. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut this out, and then have loads and loads of felt decorations to put on it. And I thought it'd be fun for me and my son to decorate that during November and December. Maybe like every day we'll put on something different. I've done a couple of different ones, and I thought if I just put maybe Velcro on like the hard side of the Velcro, the hook end, and it might be able to stick to the Velcro. I'll test that in a minute actually. I'll actually test that with you. And I thought maybe we'll have like a little bag at the bottom, and every day we'll pick one out and we'll stick it on the tree and like decorate it together. But I have some shapes, but I want to I want to have the shapes in lots of different sizes. So like 2-inch to 10-inch, I think I'm aiming for. So quite a large size range. So I just need to do that, and then I'll probably list that for sale as a huge bundle of Christmas shapes. But I want to do, like, I think I want to do the December Christmas vlogging, everyday vlogging. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what the vlog every day is. But instead of that, I just do like a short every day of different ways to use up like some of your scrap fabric. As you can see from one of my previous videos, I've got loads of scrap Christmas fabric. So like coming up with different ideas of what to do with it, basically. I think that will be really fun. But maybe do it in, oh, maybe November. You say November, it's only a few weeks away. But maybe like start mid-November and go to finish mid-December. So maybe do that, because then you've got plenty of scrap sewing ideas. It means I get plenty of content as well, because some of my old Christmas content from the previous years is now starting to pop back up on my analytics. So people are starting to watch old Christmas videos. This seems kind of weird, but we've not even had Halloween yet. But, you know, some people, unlike me, are actually prepared in life. Okay, so I think that's all my ironing done. This iron, right, is fantastic because it auto-offs, which if you forget to turn stuff off, this is really good. So if your iron dies because you melt it and set it on fire, get an auto off one as your next iron. Not that I am speaking from experience here. I would never ever do that. What am I going to show you? Ah yes, Velcro. Let's see, where's my Velcro? My bag of Velcro. I wonder if this would work. This would work. It doesn't appear to be causing the felt too much distress. Yes. Oh my gosh. Now I've just given myself tons of work to do. Oh lordy. So, well, that is that plan done. But yeah, if you have any content ideas for me, let me know. Ooh, I've had more ideas. My brain, I haven't been able to actually get anything out done, but my brain has been fizzing. I want a leather bag. I want a little sock bag, and I want to laser engrave my sock pattern that I use, the basic sock pattern by the sock lady, I can't remember. That must be her handle. I want it laser engraved around, and yeah, that's what I want, a little leather. So I've been looking up patterns for like a circular base, but then none of them are quite in the right size. So I think, oh God, I'm actually going to have to try and design something myself. Oh, which it always comes down to, isn't it, is computer work. But yes, so it's Tuesday night. I'm going to cut this out now and get it done, and then hopefully that'll take the next hour, and then I'm going to go to bed and try and get to sleep. I had a huge bout of insomnia last night, so, and I'm off dairy products again. I realised that I'm still intolerant to dairy, and I should not have eaten the creamiest, cakiest, dairy laced cake yesterday, because it did not agree with me whatsoever. But it was the best. Honestly, when I say it's one of the best things I've eaten this year, it was excellent. And it's from this little cafe, and I maybe will take you next time I go, because it was excellent. It was so good. And yes, but I'm now trying to wean myself off dairy products again, and hopefully not be as bloated and have a little bit of a healthier life. But that is my verbal diarrhea for tonight. And the church bells have stopped, so now it is actually peaceful here, so I can actually hear myself think again. Join me, Phil, in 2 seconds, where you will see Wednesday. We have no plans for Wednesday, sewing-wise, knitting-wise, I don't think. No. Maybe a little bit of computer work. So maybe show you some of that, just to see this weird week in a life of some random girl on the internet. It's now well past my bedtime, but I have cut out my fabric. And I think I'm going for like an ultra patchy work project for this one. So do I go with the classic one patch, one That would go better there. Do I go for this classic 4-patch red here? Very cute. Very same colour palette. Or do I go for a more different feel? Do I go for like grey on one side, which I like? Do I go for dark grey and dark blue? So then you are going to have light grey. It's too many squares. Light grey and green on one of the sides. Very nice. Or what other options do you have now? Oh, I've gotten confused. Do we go this blue and this green? Which I really like the look of. So if the blue and the green are going together, the greys will go together. Have we shown that option? I have no idea at this point. We have a dark grey and green. And then I think all we have left then is, yeah, grey and green. What colour combo should I go with? Help me decide, because I have 16 squares, 4 in each colour. I think possibly, I mean, I do like the, oh God, I'm getting so confused. I do like all of them actually. All options are beautiful. Here, that one's quite nice as well, which means that one, so then we'd have the, that one's cute. That's very Slytherin actually. That is very Slytherin, I think. Oh my gosh. Is that more Slytherin? And maybe light grey. I think possibly going with the original one. Just go simple. You don't want the greys on. You want the greys to be opposite each other, do you? Yeah, I think possibly that is probably going to be the best. You agree? Not agree? Let me know what you think in comments. This is too late at night to be thinking about this stuff. And for these as well, I need to go to bed. I'll be adding on the same colour, but a pocket as well. So I think that would be cute on the outside. So you've got inside and outside pockets. So yeah, this is the 12-inch bag, which I am going to change to a 12.5-inch, only because my ruler is 12.5 inches wide. So that's what I'll redo the maths for on that one. And I've decided to just go all out and do this in 7 size ranges. So yes, that clearly more work for me, but I got super excited. I was like, yes, let's do it all. Okay, so that is tomorrow's project. Leo, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, the 16th of October, and I would really like to get this bigger bag finished, or like more cut out tonight, so I can just do sewing tomorrow. So I have my batting and I have my interfacing. So I think the bigger bag, the 12-inch bag, is going to have interfacing and batting. I want it to be like more basket-like, so when it's open, it's fully open and I can get in and everything like that. So yeah, I think that's what I do. And I also decided I'm going to rename the pattern the Patchwork Sept. Maybe something that I can actually pronounce, because I'm going to do 7 sizes. Like, I want this to be a bag that will cover every range of projects. So that is what's going to happen there. So I think we'll cut out the batting first. We have had an excellent morning. We have been out. We went to a pumpkin place and it's soft play, and we've had so much fun. Like, we've been out for like 4 hours. So obviously now having a little bit of quiet time, and then we're going to go walk the dog, so who does not like being left alone for that long, but it doesn't happen very often, to be honest. I messaged the lady who has been inspired by my cracker pattern and then basically copied my joke idea as well. You know, I said it was more like, it was the fact that it's a bundle of jokes she's released, like 40, 20, then adult only one, and that combination of stuff was, you're basically starting to copy my shop. She came back very quickly and said, no, she's not copying. Her crackers are very different. I don't own the design, I don't own the pattern, and she's in fact going to be releasing a cracker crown pattern as well, but with elastic, so that's fine because it is different, which is fine. That is different. There's loads of cracker crown patterns with elastic, but they're kind of the only 3 things I sell in my shop. So she's looked at my shop, saw the successful listings, and gone and done her own version of every single one. That is copying, and do you know what? It really sucks, but it's caused me a hell of a lot of discomfort, a hell of a lot of stress, because she is affecting my bottom line now massively. And I know that's what competition is. I know people should have different options to stuff, and I should stop getting so butthurt about it. And I am going to let it go. Unfortunately, I can't block this woman from my shop. So anything I have successful again, she's just going to copy it again, be like, oh, that's successful, I'll go copy that instead, which is kind of sucks. Like, come up with your own ideas. But, you know, this is the way of the world. But I will be, because her pattern is basically an older version of mine, right? One that I dismissed originally. But I am going to rewrite that pattern up in the new format, and I will be offering that for free on my blog, and I will have a full sew along available as well. It is about time I give back to the community that have managed to keep my YouTube channel running. So that will be coming, I think, November 1st. So I'm actually quite excited for that, because I've wanted to do a video, a sew along tutorial for the crackers for a while. And it'd be nice to sort of look back at my old pattern. I do wish I hadn't been so eager in throwing out all of my bloody old patterns now, all my old prototypes, because it would have shown like my progression through prototypes. But this one will be different enough that it can warrant. Again, I'll think probably list it as well, because it's a separate audience on Etsy that is on YouTube, to be honest. So you get different people who are looking in different places, but any traffic towards any sort of stuff like that, I want that traffic basically. And if apparently this is what business is, right? So I have to just level up my game, don't I? And clearly it's not a world I'm cut out for, and I actually made me realise that engaging with these types of people only makes me stressed. Like, because she doesn't care. She's going to get her a coin, right? Just makes me stressed. And at the end of the day, my priority is my family. This is why I stay at home, is for my son to have the best mum. And he doesn't need me being stressed out because some random woman on the internet can't come up with some original ideas of her own. He doesn't need that. And like, we had so much fun this morning, you know, seeing all the kids and with all their parents. It's so lovely. Like, everyone has such a good time. And I really like that. I really enjoy making the most of what's around here. Like, I really love living in Lincolnshire. Like, I've lived rurally before, and just being able to have access to all of these things, I think is absolutely fantastic. So I am cutting out my squares of batting one by one, and I am cutting them out at 11.5 inches because my fabric squares are 12 inches. So I went 11.5, so I'm not sewing all this batting into the seams. I've not decided what sort of quilting pattern I'm going with yet, because I'm going with the 4 patch on each side. I could do little squares. I'm not sure, because I do think this bag is going to be very beautiful, so I think it deserves some beautiful quilting. So that's 3, and 2 more squares, 4, 5. And then I think I'll try and use up the scraps for the other one that I'm making. And just piece it together. So yes, I just did not sleep very well last night. That's 2 nights in a row. I've realised I need to just focus on my health a little bit. Focus on getting some decent rest. And focusing on where I want this channel to go. And some of the sewing patterns that I really want to design. I have another pattern in the works, another project bag, and I'm quite excited for it. It's based on jelly rolls, and yeah, I think this is giving me the motivation to sort of crack on and really concentrate on patterns that I want to do, because I have my hot water bottle and it really needs a new cover. So, and I think I can do a pattern for that as well. So yeah, this is just me trying to carve out a little bit of time in the afternoon, because I don't think I should be in here with the lights glaring at 10 o'clock at night like I was last night, because I really don't think it helps me sleep. That's okay there. This one's gonna a bit askew. It is rare that I actually get to use this ruler. Oh yeah, I think this will just have to be a bottom piece. I will also be updating my cracker pattern to include elastic as well, but I will also do a full sew along tutorial, because I do have a free cracker video where you can draft your own crackers, pattern hats, crowns, birthday crowns, whatever you want to call them. So I will link that below if you want to watch that and start getting ready for Christmas, because this is getting to the end of October now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice. So that's my 5 bits. Lovely, lovely. And then I just got to do my interfacing, which I think I might need to get some new interfacing soon. So I still have plenty of this stuff left. I honestly can't remember where I got this from. I've had it for so long now. So that's that done. We're getting there. I think now it is, yeah, we've got 7 minutes before we have to go walk the dog. He's right here. Let's see. Hello, Cozzy. Waggles. Hello. He's very excited to go out. So yes, I might even be able to get this bag finished tonight. We'll see, because that may be a Wednesday and I would have got something finished already instead of waiting until a Thursday and Friday. So yeah, that is quite exciting. I maybe need to just sit down and do some of the maths later on this afternoon for the other size bags, and then update the pattern with that. I don't need to make every size, to be honest, but I probably will end up doing it anyway, because I've got plenty of scrap fabric and I really enjoy them. And I might list a couple as just, I might just list a couple in my shop just to see if they sell or not. And because I don't actually need that many project bags, because it kind of just encourages me to cast on more projects, right? So I'll show you the design, the other one I want. So this one I really love because I love the colours. So each one of these is just a 2.5-inch strip. So this one's just a really simple drawstring, and you can see it's perfect size for a sock. So then I had some older blue fabric. So this I did accidentally burn. I don't really like this colour combo, but I didn't know what else to do with the fabric. So they've got snaps on as well. So you can have like your different colour yarn coming up between. But if you don't want to do that and you want it to be a bit more secure, you can also add in your drawstring. So it's still a nice drawstring bag as well. Again, add on your different loops. This one's got a longer loop. You've got your good old Kitchener stitch. This one's just a drawstring, but with 2 drawstrings. Again, I've got a sock I need to fix because I cast it off, cast the toe off in the wrong direction. So that direction, it points that way. Don't know how I managed that. So yeah, that is the pattern that I am working on next. Because they're fun. They're just really fun, you know? And if you have like bought a jelly roll and then don't know what to do with it, I think this is an absolutely perfect idea. But so for this jumper bag that I'm making, I want to do the whole lot for it. So I know this is going to be so extra. I want all my yarn to have my yarn cozies. I've got my little ones and my big ones. So I want to have my yarn cozies for my yarn. And I want to have all of the stitch markers set up with all the right terms on them and for like how many stitches each section has. So I want all of them done as well. So it's like going to be like the perfect project bag. And I might even make a little quilted, or maybe a matching quilted notions pouch to go with it. And maybe I can clip it in. Oh, ideas to the max. Maybe you can just clip it in as well with the snaps. I've had many ideas recently. This lady stressing me out has really helped spark that creativity, and there is a lot of creators out there who do say, like, don't look at the people who are copying you. You concentrate on yourself and what you're doing. I do think that is for the best. I'm probably going to go and block her profile on Etsy so she doesn't show up for me, because it's not worth the stress. And you know, I do have original ideas and I can continue to make my business profitable. I hope anyway. Yes, it is time to go walk the dog before the school mums start arriving. And yeah, I think we're just going to have an afternoon of green tea, peppermint tea, and sort of relaxation.
This is 64138. This is the Rosetta worsted. Now they have 2 flavors of Rosetta. They have the worsted variety and they have just a regular Rosetta, which is I think a 2 weight. It's a much thinner one. So it depends on.
It is Thursday morning. It is 11:30, and I am just getting my soup. It is a veg soup. It has sweet potatoes, parsnips, onions, garlic, and carrots in, and a gourd, tiny pumpkin. I want to talk about self-care, because I do think it's something that I neglect. I think as a stay-at-home mum, there's a lot of stigma with not working and feeling that you need to be on all the time. My son does go to nursery on a Thursday. We're very lucky, very privileged that he manages to go. And it's been the best thing in the world for him. His development has gone so much. He's so kinder, more empathetic, his learning. All of it has been so good for him. And it's been amazing for me and my husband to spend that time together as well. But when my husband is away, I do feel this need that I have to be on all the time. I've got to make up. I've got to be productive for all those hours as my son away, because he is effectively my job, right? So when he's not there, I do feel this driving force to be productive, to make sure that I'm getting stuff done. And it's difficult when I'm feeling rough. Like, it is a season of colds and coughs, right? And I'm feeling down. I really run down, and I don't usually have a nap, to be honest, not anymore, because how can I nap? My son doesn't nap. But I was tired, still really tired this morning. And then my husband was like, you should nap. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I did. I went back to bed. It was in nursery quite early. I came home, I went back to bed, and I didn't even put my sleep with headphones in. I sleep with the guard as well, because I grind my teeth. I didn't need either of those things to fall asleep. I just went to bed and passed out, which is not like me at all. I do feel a lingering sense of guilt for not using those hours. Like, oh, I could have done some sewing, I could have done some filming, I could have done some of the admin tasks I need to get on with today. That sort of thing. I could walk the dog. All of these things are niggling in my head, that I could have done and I should have done. I take omega-3s and lion's mane to try and help me focus. I do want to be able to focus for the rest of the day. But I do think if you have a chance to slow down when you are feeling poorly, you're feeling drained mentally and physically, I do think it is important not just to keep pushing on, because I do think that leads to burnout, and I do suffer from burnout. I don't want to, particularly with the run up to Christmas, go through a burnout when there is quite a lot of stuff I want to get done, sewing patterns, YouTube content, that sort of thing. So I needed to take a break, and I needed to sleep. This is good. We're going to have a nice day, and it doesn't matter if we're not 100% productive. I have to take care of my body, and my body has been telling me to slow down and to take care of itself a little bit more. Hence why I have my vitamin C, that's what you're propped up on, my veggie soup, and then I think for later on I will have some more bread with some mince, tomato with mince. But yes, that is all I want to talk about. It's sunny, so I'm gonna walk the dog right after this. So I get that done, I get my body moving, get some sunshine in. The soup's really good. And then, I can't remember what other stuff I had left on today. I think I might do a little bit of computer work. Then I get that out of the way. And then I think I'll take you up into my sewing room and we will do some sewing. It's supposed to be quite nice for the next couple of days, warmer. So I do think it's a good opportunity to get my true bias dungarees done. Even if I just sew up the legs today, just sew the legs together, at least it's going to start looking like a garment. I'm going to finish the rest of my soup by watching YouTube videos. I will see you in 2 seconds.
Wait. I go. It is 4:45 on Thursday, so we are making progress. Hello, Cosmo. We have walked the dog. I just thought I'd give you a quick progress update on where I am with my bag, my new project bag. We have all of our patchwork squares sewn together. Now I need to attach them to the quilting material, and I think for the quilting I'm going to go with, they're so pretty. I'm going to go with black because I've got a light grey, a dark grey, and I do have green. But I think white will be too jarring. I think the black will tie it in really nicely. And then I think for the top stitching detail, I will then do black as well. For the inner pocket, I'm going with dark green. Now I've attached an inch of interfacing and I folded it over twice. So this will give us a pocket height of about 9 inches. So I'm going to put a couple of snaps in. So this will snap to the inside. I think maybe 2 snaps. So it just keeps it closed. And I just want to see how it works as a design feature. All of the inside of the bag has now been interfaced. This is quite a heavy interfacing. I would say medium weight interfacing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can actually go ahead and sew the inside of the bag, and I've got my 4 little loops for the inside. So if I want to attach all sorts of stuff, I can now. So yes, I will make sure that I actually sew these in at the same time so I don't forget, along with my pocket. And I think I can attach the snaps at the end. So yeah, that is the progress I've made today. Not the most productive of days, to be honest, but that's because I've not been feeling very well. But I did email the dentist people, and apparently my son can be on my plan for the dentist. So that is good. I do need some spray. Where the hell is the dog gone? I have managed to do a little bit of computer work today. I have set up my folders for some new templates, Christmas templates I have coming. And I think doing like the admin work first for it always sets you up. So having the two sizes, so the UK A4 and then US letter as well, and then having it in like the formats I need it in as well, which then it might make me more inclined to actually want to sit down and do the computer work. The only thing that puts me off is the utter boredom of it, to be honest. But I do want to have a few more patterns out for Christmas. I would not recommend doing this on your cutting table. This interfacing is supposed to be about 1/2 inch smaller. But it's stretchy stuff. I've not decided the type of quilting design I want, to be honest. That's really hard to decide upon. There's some really beautiful designs on Etsy that you have like continuous design. So I thought I could do like each one have a different design pattern, but I don't know. I think maybe up and down lines, maybe like 1, 2, 3, like 2, 2, 2, 2, like evenly spaced. I think maybe that would be okay, because this is taking longer than I anticipated now. But I am quite excited for it to be finished. I think it's going to look pretty awesome, and I'm actually really, really excited to cast on this jumper, because I keep looking at the yarn, and I just think, oh, it's so beautiful. One, 2, 3. So that pocket was not what I actually had cut that out for. Oh dear, that pocket was, in fact, the base for this bag. I best cut out another piece then. This is why you should label stuff. And I did cut out possibly a little bit too much batting. So I don't know for the bottom piece what I will do. Maybe I have the quilting material already, so maybe just quilt it as well. So a little bit of a mishap. But yeah, I think I'll leave that there for today. I don't think I really am going to get much more done, if I'm honest. Possibly want to start sewing this up, because then that's the inside done. And then I think tonight I do need to prioritise rest again, but I possibly will try and get in a quick filming session for the British countryside video that I have coming out, because that doesn't require, I don't think that requires my face or good lighting, so I can try and do that, but not too much, because I do kind of want to get on with some of my vest that I'm making. So that will be finished. Hopefully it's a Thursday. I'd like to get most of it finished by Sunday night, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, if I do anything else this evening, I will film it. Welcome back. It is Friday, the 18th of October, and I think we'll be wrapping up this weekly vlog soon. It's 11:10, and I have 20 more minutes in here before I then
go walk the dog, get my lunch and do a little bit of household chores. But I want to show you progress on my bag. This is the bottom. Now I am well aware that this is sticking out, but we ignore that. But I was just having a little bit of fun with the quilting with these triangles. You're not going to see this because it's the bottom of the bag, but I quite like this. And the distance between these lines is just the width of the walking foot on the machine. And do you know what? I kind of want to do a quilt now, just with different quilting designs. Like, I've really started to have more fun with this project, and then I've just gone with the simple lines on this one, which I think gives it like a really nice, like, looks like a 9 patch, which I really like. Like, I think I may make one with just lots of little squares at some point. So I'm just gonna, I think, see how much I can get done in the next 20 minutes. Let's see if I can straighten you out a little bit. Possibly not. Because I don't think I'm adding anything to the outside of this bag. Like no loops or anything like that. So I can just go ahead and just, possibly should chop off some of these. Now, do you cut your threads off as you go, or do you do it like near the end? So I have one side. Now, I must be careful with this and actually make sure that the way I'm piecing this together means. Now, which ones do I want to go at the top? See, this is why you've got to not film while you make, because I want to pay attention. What do I want the top of the bag to be? Do I want it to be this? Because the channels are going to be this green. So I think I want this to be the top of the bag. So this to be the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, because then that green goes into that green nicely. Is that nice? I don't know. I definitely think that wants to be the top though. And then because I don't want, so I want that to be the top. So that can go there. That can go there. And then that means that one goes there. Yes. That means I'm not getting any of the same colours next to each other. Okay, yeah. And with the power of magic, you'll see that. The moment of truth. Let's see if this bag fits in. I would recommend getting better quality interfacing than I have, because it is falling apart, which is slightly annoying. So I want these to go right sides together, don't I?
And yet again, I did not turn on the speaker on my camera. It is a habit that I really need to break. But the bag is finished and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a real shame the audio didn't record, because I was generally absolutely so ecstatic about this. You can fit in so much yarn, and in fact I don't have enough yarns caked to fill this bag. But to save you the suspense and the utter boredom of watching me fill a bag with yarn without being able to see my face, it can fit in 15 100 grams of yarn. So I put in 15 100-gram DK weight balls of yarn in here, and it'll fit. Absolutely amazing. It's like a proper blanket basket. Like, it now has like all of my little sock projects in it, and it is in the living room in one place. So like all my projects now live in one place, and they're all safe together. It means that my son
now doesn't go and raid all of my bags, because, you know, what 3-year-old doesn't love bags and boxes and storage options? He hasn't actually, in fact, tried to nick this bag yet, but I do feel it is only a matter of time. So yeah, look at it. I honestly, I'm so impressed with the way this has turned out, and I love the combination of interfacing and batting, because it really adds in like a lot of sturdiness to the bag. And I love the colour combo, and I love the look how well those 4 squares meet in the middle. Like, I would never have believed that I could have done something like this when I first started and taken that much care and attention, even though there is mistakes, because I always make mistakes while sewing and whatnot. But it is appreciating that, you know, I am actually making progress. So yeah, I think that wraps up this segment of the video, to be honest. I'm just, oh yeah, I put snaps in. Look, I actually put the snaps in. So I've got one giant pocket, which I really feel like all I don't need any more pockets. And this is me talking. These are all my various project bags. My aim for the end of the year is to get all these bags emptied of projects, so I can refill them next year with more projects. Yes.
That wraps it up here. I really need to finish out this vlog. This is my first week, spend a week with me style, so I think it'll take me a little while to get into used to the editing style. I'm now gonna try and edit, force myself to do some computer work. That's a lot of YouTube, and making digital content is computer work, so it does take away from sewing time, unfortunately. But you know, I get paid from YouTube, and creating digital patterns means people buy them, and again, that makes me money. So yeah, it is all enjoyable in a roundabout way. I've taken my vitamins, I've got some green tea, I'm gonna try and crack on. It's 5 to 10 on a Friday, so I'll try and do 2 hours, walk the dog, and then do some chores before going getting my little one and having cake, which we always do on a Friday. It's a lovely little tradition, and I'll be sad when it ends, when he goes to school next year. So feedback, comments, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and I think I'll try and do another one of these, maybe one a month to begin with, because it was nice to get myself into the craft room every day, but it's still I had to force myself a little bit. I think maybe if the mood takes me, I'm in a really focused sewing mood, I think that'd be a fantastic way to do it. I'm rambling now. I'm rambling. I'm tired because I keep staying up too late. I always blame my husband for staying up too late, but in actual fact it is my fault when he is away. I have no one to blame but myself. So yes, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.